Hi Virgo, welcome to November 2014. There's a fantastic Taurus full moon on November 6th, and this full moon is in harmonious energy flow with Pluto in Capricorn and Mars in Capricorn. They are moving through the area of your life that has to do with creative self-expression, children, sports, taking a risk, taking a chance, true love, romance, gambling, increased self-confidence. And it's in harmony with the full moon in Taurus and the sun in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, and any planets you have in Virgo. Your Virgo sun, your Virgo moon, your Virgo ascendant. So this is very positive energy for you. And for some of you, you may be feeling like you're ready to teach, you're ready to travel, you're ready to be in the spotlight, you're ready to share what you know, you're ready to share your knowledge, you're ready to share your experience. And this is awesome. I really like this energy for you because Taurus is a sister sign, Capricorn is a sister sign, and they are strengthening you and empowering you. Mars loves to be in Capricorn because Mars is about energy and drive. Capricorn is about ambition and success. And so Mars is a happy camper moving through Capricorn. Now, Mars will exactly conjunct Pluto on the 10th and square Uranus on the 12th. That's going to be some heavy-hitting energy because when Mars hooks up with Pluto, it does create warlike energy. People can get really aggressive, in your face kind of thing. And for you, it's in the area of intimacy and romance and true love. So for some of you, it can be intensely passionate. it can be where there's a lot of makeup sex going on. And I think it's a great energy to make love, not war. It's not your energy to be that way anyway, but others could be that way with you. And if they are, you just set boundaries and, you know, remove yourself from any aggressive behavior coming from friends or partners or anyone in your life in that time period, because it is going to get intense. Scorpio is the most intense sign of the zodiac. Scorpio rules truth, emotional truth, the ugly truth, the beautiful truth, the inconvenient truth. And when we're in Scorpio, it is about looking at, you know, the truth of our relationships, the truth of our life, the truth of our choices. So it can get intense, and especially during Mars crossing over Pluto and then squaring Uranus on the 12th. So it's an opportunity for you to look at your finances. It's an opportunity for you to look at shared resources. Who's pulling their weight? Are you doing most of the work? You know, you really want to look at your relationships and see where you are maybe giving too much and not receiving as much as you need. It's a good time to take a look at that. Venus will conjunct Saturn on the 12th as well. And Scorpio is 3 signs from you. Scorpio rules the area of your life that has to do with communication, how you think, you know, your style of speaking, your style of listening, your thought patterns, your attitude patterns. And you've been really working this area for a while now. Since Saturn went into Scorpio on October 5th, 2012, you've been looking at your style of communication, your style of listening, your style of speaking, your style of writing, and you've been making changes there. When Saturn moves through this area of our life, it literally rewires our brain. And it's important because you've been going through this process of, you know, reorganizing yourself and restructuring yourself for a while. I would say, you know, since Saturn was in Leo, and then when Saturn went into Virgo, your sign, you were redefining who you are. Who am I? Then when Saturn went into Libra, it was, what am I? What's important to me? What truly matters to me? Now Saturn is in Scorpio, and you're redefining how you think and how you communicate, how your brain works. And you're getting ready for Saturn to step into Sagittarius. I'll talk more about that in December. With Saturn in Scorpio, it is about redefining your style of thinking, your style of communication. Maybe for some of you, you've been obsessed about someone or something for a while. You know, when Saturn's in this area, there is a tendency towards mental obsession, thinking about something or thinking about someone. And it's an opportunity for you to make choices that are right for you. So with Venus coupling with Saturn on the 12th, this is an opportunity for you to, you know, really look at your relationships and are you getting your needs met in your relationship? Don't get caught up in self-doubt or self-worth issues. Use this energy to evaluate your relationships and what's working, what's not. Communicate, this is working, this isn't working. And then from there, you can move on, move forward. Now, Neptune is going direct on the 16th, and Neptune is in the area of marriage and partnership for you. Neptune is in Pisces, and Pisces is the opposite sign of Virgo. So for some of you, you've really been, you know, going through it with your relationships, perhaps some codependency issues, and looking at, you know, are you enabling someone, and do they need to stand on their own 2 feet? This is an area of strength for you where you want to be empowering yourself and allowing others to step up. With Neptune moving direct, you're looking at what you've learned since June, because that's when Neptune went retrograde. So now's the time to really move forward in the area of your relationships. The Sun will couple with Saturn on the 18th. So the Sun will not join Saturn again until it moves into Sagittarius. So again, this is a sobering time for you where you're really looking at your relationships, your style of communication. Are you getting what you need in your relationships? We have to teach people how to treat us. And the way we do that is to set boundaries. The way we do that is to not reward bad behavior. So if someone is disrespectful to you, or someone isn't appreciating you, you don't reward them with more love and appreciation. You love yourself more than the need for a relationship. You love yourself more than the need to keep that person in your life. And this is something that the Scorpio energy is teaching you as Venus crosses over Saturn, and then the Sun will cross over Saturn on the 18th. Now, any planets moving into Sagittarius, they have to cross over Neptune. And Venus will square Neptune on the 20th. That is not a day to make financial investments in real estate or to get married or committed in a relationship, because whenever a planet is exactly challenged by Neptune, squared in this case, we don't have all the facts. So we can't act effectively if we don't have all the facts. So you could be looking to involve yourself with someone who didn't tell you that they're involved with someone else. Or you could be looking at investing in a property or some sort of investment, yet you didn't know that there was water damage or that there's something else going on with the property. Just wait a few days before you take action. That way you can act effectively and powerfully. And that's the key. Neptune is about wish thinking, you know, fantasy and wish fulfillment, and that's beautiful. It's just that we want to be, you know, very aware of what we're doing or where we're investing so that we are getting the results we want. And that will come as the planets pass over Neptune. Now the Sun enters Sagittarius on the 22nd, and you're beginning to focus on your personal foundation, your inner being, your soul power, your emotions, what you need to feel safe and secure, what you need in your home environment, where you live, who lives with you. All of that is a big focus for you as we move into Sagittarius. And again, as planets cross over Neptune, it is about fantasizing and dreaming, but it's not necessarily the time to take action. You want to take action after the planets pass over Neptune, you know, so that you have clarity and discernment. So we have the fabulous new moon in Sagittarius on the 22nd. I really like this energy because it's a new start. The sun is at 0 degrees. The moon is at 0 degrees. Venus is at 7 degrees. They've passed over Saturn. That's done. They've passed over squaring Jupiter. That's done. Venus has finished with Neptune, but the moon will have to cross over Neptune, and then the sun will have to cross over Neptune a few days later. So you can be very optimistic with this energy, very hopeful with this energy, very excited about anything you're doing in the home, whether you're decorating, renovating, beautifying, or you're moving. This is wonderful energy. And, you know, it's a new start, so for some of you, you may be moving or purchasing a property. Very exciting. Just make sure you look at the details. You look at the bigger picture, what's really going on, so that you are acting effectively in your own best interest. And that's the key when we're navigating Neptune. And for you, it's a big, you know, especially those of you born, you know, I would say, the first week in Virgo, but especially, you know, those that have planets around 4 to 8 degrees Virgo, you are highly affected by Neptune at this time, and you want to pay attention to that. So how do you know this? Are you feeling confused about a relationship? Are you feeling confused about your where you're living, or where you're moving, or your career? Anything you're, you know, struggling with on a level of confusion, you're working with Neptune. And so you want to be really doing your homework to make sure you're making the right choices for you, making the right decisions for you. But Sagittarius is a very fun energy. They're a party energy. It's much lighter than Scorpio. And this is about optimism and expansion and appreciation. And so Mercury will enter Sagittarius on the 27th. And of course, we have Happy Thanksgiving here in America on the 27th. So it's a time to appreciate all the good in your life. It's a time to have an attitude of gratitude. And remember, the law of attraction is always matching. So when you send out that vibration of gratitude, when you send out that vibration of appreciation, the universe matches it. So focus on what's working in your life. Focus on what is good in your life. Focus on the positive, and then the universe will bring you more of the positive and bring you more good in your life. And this empowers you to attract more of what you want. Doors are opening for you here in November, Virgo. Walk through those doors. For you, it's about teaching, it's about traveling, it's about using the internet, social media to market your products and services to the world. People will really listen to you because there's a knowledge with you, there's a strength with you, there's a power with you here in November. And the spotlight is on you, and it's about teaching what you know. Experience has taught me, fill in the blank, and share it with the world. This is very good for you. Now, I'm not seeing any challenge in the money area. Perhaps around that 10th and 12th, you want to look at any shared resources you have with other people and making sure that you're making the right choices for you and your partner is sharing with you, and that it is a positive resource coupling here. Very important. Neptune is going direct in the area of relationships, marriage, and partnership. And, for those of you that are married and coupled, you want to look at, what's going on with your partner, if there's anything that, they're struggling with that's affecting you. How is that affecting you? What do you need? What does your partner need? I'm seeing, career advancement here for those of you that are interested in it. And it is more in the area of publishing and broadcasting and podcasting and speaking and teaching and writing and communicating, using social media to get the message out. But you are indeed a powerful messenger, Virgo, in November. And you want to use that to promote yourself, promote your message, promote your work, and improve the resources as a result of all of the wonderful knowledge that you're sharing with others. It's very powerful for you in November. You know, I'm not seeing a big focus in love. Mars is there. It can, you know, make the sex drive really intense. And that's great for make-up sex. That's great for a sexual connection. It can be for romance and true love. Yes, it can be for those of you looking for love and romance. It can open the door for that. As long as you're paying attention to who the person is and you're not idealizing them. You know, with Neptune, we have a tendency to idealize people and see the good, but not see what's really going on. And so you want to see, Scorpio is here to show us the dark, right? We are all made of light and dark, and we want to see the whole person so that you're making really good choices for yourself, and you're not investing in something that is karmic and not going to serve you but drain you. And that's how you can know if you're in a right relationship. Do you feel energized by this person? Is your money increasing because you're with this person? You know, when soulmates come together, it increases their wealth, it increases their health. And doesn't mean you don't have challenges, but the union brings greater opportunity. If you're not experiencing that, then you could be in a karmic relationship. So you do want to look at that. You know, what is the relationship doing for you? What is the relationship bringing to you? Now, when Saturn moves into Sagittarius in December, you're really going to be looking at this, because Saturn eliminates distractions. Saturn eliminates what is not essential for your soul evolution, what's not essential for your success. And Saturn makes us focus only on ourselves or only on what's essential, because when Saturn squares the Sun, it eclipses the energy and you don't have as much energy to work with. So you can only do what you're responsible for, which is good, because for, you know, some of you, if you have a tendency to be codependent and you enable others and you take on other people's stuff, well, when Saturn squares your Sun or any of your Virgo planets in Sagittarius, you won't have the energy to, which is good, because it will focus you on what is important, because Saturn's going to move into that area of your foundation. And I'm going to talk more about that in December and next year. And when I do the year ahead reports for you, Virgo, your 2015 year ahead, Saturn's going to be moving into the foundation of your life, the fourth house, which is the foundation of a building. Doesn't matter how pretty the building is, if the foundation isn't strong, the building collapses. Same with a pyramid. If we don't have a strong foundation, the pyramid will not last. And so foundation is everything. Your personal foundation is so important. And you do have Venus in there, the moon and the sun in there, the new moon in there in November and going into December. So you're beginning to see at the end of November and December how important it is to have a strong foundation. The stronger you are on the inside, the more you can achieve in the world. The stronger you are on the inside, the more you can accomplish in the world and reach your goals and have great relationships and have the love you deserve and the fun. And so you want to be working on this, and you have been working on this, like I said, for a while now. You know, when Saturn was in your sign, and then when it was in the area of your finances, and now it's in the area of your mind, now it's going to move into the area of your personal foundation. And so Saturn and Neptune are going to be working with you. For some of you, you've already been through the Neptune, and then Saturn's going to come through. But you know, I've been through this because I'm a late Leo, early Virgo. My Mercury and Pluto are in early Virgo, and my Sun is in late Leo. And so I've already been through the Neptune, and now I'm with the Saturn. And I've been with Saturn for a while because I have lots of planets in Leo. And so, you know, on the one hand, you feel, oh man, the restriction, you know, you don't have the energy. And, you know, you want to do this, or you want to do that, and you don't have the energy to do it. And what Saturn does is it just focuses you and lasers you in on, okay, what do I need to restructure within myself? Oh, I got to work on my diet. Oh, I got to work on my lifestyle. Oh, I got to work on how I work. But when you do that, you build new structures. And in those new structures, you set the foundation for the next 30 years. And you find that you're more effective, that you're getting the results you want because you're eliminating all the distractions. You know, more isn't necessarily better. In fact, there are times where you feel, you really recognize that less is more. So it's not about me doing more and more and more, even though I want to. At this time, Saturn's saying, no, you can't. But what I do, I do really, really well. And that's what Saturn does. Saturn focuses you so that what you are doing, you are exceptional at, that you are brilliant at, and that you are the most effective at. And that's what it's about, is feeling really powerful and effective in what you're doing. And not trying to be all things to all people, not trying to be all, all over the place with what you do, but really being the best at what you do and focusing, narrowing the focus. Saturn likes to narrow the focus and laser in on, what truly matters. And of course, with Scorpio, it's all about the truth, the naked truth, the ugly truth, the beautiful truth. With Sagittarius, it's going to be about what you believe. What you believe in, spiritually, emotionally, what is truth for you. It doesn't matter what other people believe. It matters what you believe, Virgo. And are you reaching your goals? Are you as effective as you know you could be? And that's what matters. And you will have that opportunity, and you're beginning to see some of that with the Sagittarius energy here, and then when Saturn crosses over next month. But for you, November is a strong time for you, and you've already gained, you have so much knowledge and so much experience and so much wisdom. November is a time for you to share it with the world, because with the Taurus full moon and then the Gemini full moon that's going to come in your career sector next month, you are, on fire, and it's about you sharing what you know. And so laser in on what truly matters. Laser in on those thought patterns and really look at, am I empowering myself with this thought? If I'm not, let it go, right? The human mind can only think about one thing at a time. And when I get caught up in something negative, it's usually because someone's trying to get in my space or whatever's happening. I set the boundary, and it usually surprises the person because they're like, wow, but I don't have time to play games. And but then I'm like, why would someone, behave that way or get caught up in that? But then I'll just go and I'll go do something else and I forget about it, right? So your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. So focus on what is working for you. Focus on all the good in your life. Focus on all the positive in your life and walk through those doors in November. Walk through those doors. You have opportunity to travel. You have opportunity to teach what you know. You have opportunity to promote yourself in the world, get a promotion. And for those of you looking for love, you could, meet someone. They may be at a distance from you, but that's okay, because if you feel a soul connection to them, that's what truly matters. And the more you are communicating your value to the world, the more you're going to see financial reward coming your way. And that's what it's about, isn't it? Teaching what you know, teaching your life experience so that you can experience the rewards of your hard work and your due diligence. Health looks good. I'm not seeing anything here in the health area. Spiritually, you are growing so much. You are expanding so much. And the more you connect to your soul self, the more you connect to your higher self, the more you feel that connection to the cosmos. And that's what it's all about, is feeling the importance of who you are, not what you do, not who you're with, but just who you are, because you are loved. And I think that's amazing. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast, Virgo. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your personal astrology, where Saturn is, where Neptune is in your astrology, or you're interested in coaching, it's very easy. Those links are below. You go to my webpage from the link and you purchase your session, Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Virgo, be victorious! Another day in the park, you'd think it was the 4th of July. Another day in the park, you'd think it was the 4th of July. People dancing, really smiling, a man playing guitar and singing for us all. Will you help him change the world? Can you dig it? Yes, I can, and I've been waiting such a long time for the day. Chicago, yeah!
Met a little girl with a messy little face, daisy in her hand. She really put me in my place when she said, what's to understand? If you try, you always can.